What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to talk about the New York Knicks and can they compete for an NBA championship this year. Let's get into it. So, the New York Knicks are the 4th place seed in the Eastern Conference right now. They're in front of the Boston Celtics and a bunch of other teams that are supposed to be in there, like the Heat and Toronto. The Knicks are above them. So right now, people are like, can this team compete? Can they really play? I think they're a game above 500, so they're not terrible. Their little thing about their team is they have a couple stars. They have Julius Randle, their main star. He averages 23 points. He's not your typical guard. He doesn't do a lot of fancy things to get the ball in the hoop. He just plays in the post. He plays a lot like Zion, and he scores. He averages 23 points a game and a few assists. So he gets the job done on that end. And they have R.J. Barrett, obviously a young talent. He can shoot the ball. He's a solid wing player. He does everything right that can help their team win. And then you have a couple young point guards helping them out. Then you have Derrick Rose, young veteran piece that can really help them out on defensive end too. They're the best defensive team in the league, allowing 104 points a game, the lowest in the league. So, I mean, the highest percentage, but the lowest. They're number one defense. So, what wins championships? Defense wins championships. So if they can keep this up, if they can keep this pace up with this defense and the scoring that they're getting from their core of players in the middle, they can definitely compete in the East. You know, the Eastern Conference is kind of spread out. There's no like standout team that can really win it, except for Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn's in another class, but then you have all the other teams that are like right there for the taking to be in the Eastern Conference championship. And I do think the Knicks have a chance. They definitely have an opportunity to do that. They just need to keep playing defense this consistently and keep scoring well. Now, obviously, they haven't had a hard schedule like other teams have, like the Cavs and Washington. They haven't had that hard of a schedule. So we'll see how the second half of the season treats them and how they respond to it. But so far right now, as of right now, I do think they are a championship contending team, just by the fact that their defense is number one in the league. When you have a good defense, it doesn't matter who you play. If you have a good defense, you always have a chance to win. But they do need to fix the offensive end because they're one of the worst offensive teams. So they do need to fix that. But if they get that done and taken care of, I do think they can easily compete in the East with how everything's shaping up and how it's going. I think they can compete with Boston right now. I think they can compete with Toronto, Miami, maybe even Philadelphia. You know, it's all about matchups when it comes down to the playoffs and how you can play defense really well. Like Giannis, he's easy to stop in the playoffs because he can't shoot. They put two guys on him, block him in. He can't go in the post. Doesn't do anything. He's not effective. And you can stop Philadelphia that way too. Make Ben Simmons shoot. Hold Embiid out of the post. You know, it's easy for the Knicks to do that because they have a great defense and they have height, they have defense, they have length. They play very, very good defense, and that'll help you out very well in the playoffs. And they have it. They have everything it takes. They just need to get consistently on the offensive end to help balance that effect of the defense and the offense moving forward. And if Derrick Rose can go back to his old self like he was in Chicago, if he can somehow get that up, bring that back up, man, that New York team will be very good. Because I think Derrick Rose can still get back to that. You know, he had it once, he was MVP. He can get back to it. He's 31, 32. He's Steph Curry's age, so he's not that old. He could still get back to, I know he's had a lot of injuries, but if he could somehow get back to that MVP form or close to it, they're going to be a scary team to play, especially with that defense. I mean, they're going to be a scary team. I bet New York fans are really happy right now that they finally have a team. They didn't even think this team would be good this year. Heck, I didn't even think they'd be good. They're surprising us all, to be honest with you. But they're in the playoff mix right now. They're a 4th overall seed. I do think they can compete in the East, maybe even the West. Who knows what they can do at the trade deadline. They might get a few pieces here and there to help them out to moving forward. But right now, I do think they can contend. So that's the video for today. Hope y'all enjoyed, especially you New York Knicks fans. I'm happy for y'all that y'all finally have a great team. We'll see how that goes with y'all this year. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of your team? How far do you think the New York Knicks will go? And if you're just a normal NBA fan watching this, where do you think the New York Knicks will go? Do you think they'll be in the playoffs? Do you think they won't? Do you think they'll compete? Do you think they won't? Let me know. Be sure to like this video, comment, and subscribe. Peace.